Welcome to today's lesson on Introductions in Business Communication. First impressions matter, and the way you introduce yourself sets the tone for the entire conversation. When meeting someone for the first time in a business setting, you may choose to share different kinds of information, depending on the context and purpose of your meeting. On the screen, you'll see a short quiz titled, "What information do you like or need to give when you introduce yourself?" It lists 10 possible items you might share. Name, address, nationality, qualifications, job title, company, responsibilities, company location, purpose of visit, family information. Your task is simple: tick the boxes for the information you personally like to give, or think is necessary, when introducing yourself in a business context. Take a moment now to think about it carefully. Remember, the information you choose will often depend on the situation, the person you are speaking to, and the formality of the meeting. Alright, let's check the suggested answer for our quiz. In most business situations, you should usually give the following information when introducing yourself: your name, so the person knows who you are; your nationality, especially in international settings where it can provide useful context; your job title, to clarify your role; your company, so they know who you represent; your company location, which can help them understand your business reach or background; and finally, your purpose of visit, so they immediately know why you are meeting them. Of course, the exact details can vary depending on the culture, the setting, and the relationship between you and the listener, but this list works as a safe guideline in most professional situations. Now, let's move on to our listening activity. You will hear 7 different people introducing themselves at an international conference. Each speaker will share some details about who they are, but not all of them will include every piece of necessary information. As you listen, your task is to put a tick in the box if the speaker gave that particular piece of information. At the end, decide which speaker gave all the necessary information. Remember, from our earlier discussion, the key details you should be listening for are: name, nationality, job title, company location, purpose of visit. Listen carefully, take notes if you need to, and get ready to compare your answers afterward.
One.
Hi, I'm Jim. I'm from Australia. I'm production manager for Transpetroleum. We're in Western Australia, in Perth. Pleased to meet you.
2.
Hello, I'm Tony from China. I work for a large supermarket chain, and I'm the purchasing manager. I'm here to find some new suppliers.
3.
We didn't say hello. I'm Marianne from Toronto in Canada. I'm a lawyer, and I work for a large international law firm. Our head office is in London, but I'm based in Toronto, so I'm just here to see what's new.
4.
My name's Mary McLaughlin. I'm Scottish. I work for Mountain Energy. We're based in Edinburgh. I want to find out more about the oil and gas business.
5.
Hello, I'm from Germany. I'm general manager in Pappenheimer. We are a large organization based in Stuttgart, and I'm here because I'm interested in developments in the industry. Here's my card.
6.
Good morning. My name's Jean Kent. I'm president of Milwaukee Associates. We're based in Wisconsin, and my interest here is to understand more about what is going on here in Europe.
7. Hi, I'm Azim Bhattacharya. I'm from Kerala in the south of India, but I work in Mumbai. I'm a company accountant. So, what do you do?
Let's check the suggested answers for our listening task. As we listened to each speaker, we ticked the boxes for the information they provided. We were listening for name, nationality, job title, company, company location, and purpose of visit. When we review the results, we can see that most speakers gave some of the information, but missed one or two key details. However, Speaker 3 included all 6 pieces of necessary information. They clearly stated their name, nationality, job title, the company they work for, the location of their company, and the purpose of their visit. That's a complete, professional introduction, exactly the kind you should aim for in an international business setting. Now it's time for speaking practice. You will hear several example sentences that you can use when introducing yourself in a business context. First, listen carefully to each sentence. Pay attention to the pronunciation, stress, and intonation. Then, after the tone, repeat the sentence aloud, copying the way it was spoken. Don't rush, focus on sounding natural and confident. Remember, a clear introduction leaves a strong first impression. Let's begin. Listen. And repeat. Next, it's time to test your recall with a fill-in-the-blanks exercise. You'll see a set of sentences on the screen with some words missing. Each blank represents a keyword or phrase that we have already practiced in our introductions. Read each sentence carefully, and think about the most suitable words to complete it. Try to recall the exact expressions we used earlier. Write your answers in the blanks. Work at your own pace, but aim to complete them without looking back at your notes. Now, let's check the suggested answers for our Test Yourself activity. Now, listen to this sample introduction. Pay close attention to the intonation, how the voice rises and falls naturally. After listening, try to copy not just the words, but the rhythm, stress, and tone of voice.
Hello, may I introduce myself? I'm Alex Johnson. I'm from Leeds in the UK. I'm a systems analyst in IBM, based in Leeds, and I'm currently working with a team here to evaluate our new telecoms application.
Now it's your turn to put everything into practice. Record your own introduction, just like the examples we've practiced. Remember to make your pitch sound confident, friendly, and engaging. Once you've recorded it, listen to yourself and compare it with the sample introduction. Ask yourself, did I sound clear? Was my tone interesting and friendly? If possible, share your recording with a colleague or a friend, and ask for their feedback. Their opinion can help you refine your introduction and make it even more effective.